Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
Nice. I definitely am in agreement of this decision to feel Akane's boobies, so. Give it up for Hajime. Some of them booby feels.
Damn it, Bobby. Where'd you find this?
Hello! Welcome back, guys, to Danganronpa 2. We're getting right into the trial. So we got all of that stuff done. I know the last episode was a little short comparatively with all the other episodes, but we're right in front of the class trial now. We're ready to get going. So let's get right into things. I don't need to mess around with any sort of skills. I've not used any skills at all throughout the entire the game, and I don't know. I don't feel like I've really needed them. So let's get right into things here.
Now then, let's begin
And
with the stirring the cloud.
yeah,
If you
we already
vote
know
correct,
this.
I'll punish everyone.
There we go. So Monami is pissed. Like,
Oh
she's
my,
ready to go.
Monami? My cute little sister? You're awfully quiet. What's happened to you? You've ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon? Because you're a rabbit? Chesto!
Oh shit. I think Monokuma's gonna mess up, and Monami's gonna beat his ass. Yeah, she's got that silent protagonist feeling going on.
One more time! Jeez! How about this one?
God damn.
This will be my final blow!
Nothing. It's silent.
It's useless.
Please stop! I feel bad for Monomi.
You're right. Now's not the time for me to horse around with Monami. The class trial has started, after all. The victim this time is Nagito, who is attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake. Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
If he was killed for trying to reveal the traitor, that traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up.
No, that might not be it.
Huh? Are you trying to protect the traitor? They didn't call out when we were in danger. Wait. Don't tell me you're the traitor.
Why would he reveal that? Come on, Fuyuhiko, you know better than
Don't say
that.
something so stupid. There's no way in hell I'm the traitor.
You're smarter than that.
Now that's more like it. Why don't you guys hurry and start arguing already?
The traitor and the killer who murdered Nagito is here, right? Are they the same person? Or... Alright. Start with this.
Killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
Why did the killer have to torture Nagito? No, were the wounds on Nagito's body really caused by torture in the first place?
Killer
Okay,
didn't
so...
tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
He had the duct
reason
tape.
Nagito's body was covered with.
It's because the killer
Yeah.
tortured...
No, that's wrong.
The duct tape was sucked inside his mouth.
But Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape,
Yeah.
so he wouldn't have been able to confess anything.
Even through the pain of whenever he got impaled or
If he was
whatever.
being tortured for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
No.
I'm prepared.
Okay, bitch. I'm about to shut your ass up.
Ah, I just realized it. It's a trap.
You just realized it?
Track?
Stupid Hajime. You got caught in that trap.
Yeah, who the hell are you calling stupid? You pink-haired bitch. Not that all pink hair is bad. Specifically on Soda, though. Fuck this guy. Let's go with duct tape.
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped shut,
Fuck, I gotta remember the control.
obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap.
Shit. Okay, this is
He
gonna
wanted to
take a
hide the
while.
fact that he got interrogated.
Alright. Kazuichi seems unusual. Okay.
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped shut, you obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
I can't back down.
Alright, yeah.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay
Exactly.
attention. This is how at first the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location.
No.
Crap! Pay attention. This is how first the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut. Whew, that was close.
No,
you guys.
the duct tape was sucked into
Thanks to
his
me,
mouth.
You guys didn't get caught in the trap.
That's gotta be what it is.
Nagito got
I'm gonna wait.
information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed, they duct taped his mouth shut.
Damn it. I know that's what it is, though. That is definitely what it is. The fact that the duct tape was in his mouth. All right, we're gonna try it for after they killed him, because that's definitely not the case.
Then, after they killed him,
Yeah, that's
Allow me
it.
to cut through those words.
Okay.
No, there's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
Yeah,
what did you say?
dude, we've already talked about this.
Who cares about the duct tape? You might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors.
Because that's a great way to settle murders, is rock paper. Maybe we should just completely reform our criminal justice system to where we decide whether or not people are guilty by playing fucking rock, paper, scissors. What a great idea,
We don't need
Kane.
to play a game.
Damn it!
It's clear that
Your
duct tape
boobies
was
are
on his
so
mouth
big!
before the torture
Sorry.
even began.
Why do you always side with Hajime? Do you have a crush on him or something?
Yeah, maybe she does, dude. Yeah, are you in elementary school or something? Get out of here.
You were with us when I peeled the duct
Shut
tape
up,
off
Soda.
Nagito's mouth, right? The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
And that, too.
The blood on his face came from his arm wounds, which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
Yeah. Which makes me convinced, man, like, I've got a speculation he killed himself.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth. He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
Perhaps the duct tape was used so he wouldn't be able to scream. Then it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth
Just
shut.
to keep him from yelling.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
Or a lot of self-hatred. A lot of self-regret.
Then, are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer?
If so, it's friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
No, they didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard. If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence?
We can't think of any other reason.
But who could have done that? When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse.
Yeah, that's where it's just not adding up.
Yeah. And right after I opened the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very back.
Which means, it is plausible to think that nobody here set the fire.
The killer isn't one of us. But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this.
Some kind of setup? Like what?
I do not know that, but that has been the pattern before.
That's our Miss Sonia. You have such an amazing.
We get to do this again.
Alrighty then. Let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks. Is that okay, Miss Sonia?
Get out of here.
Damn right it is.
Oh my god. The reason for the fire, huh? They're right. We need to clear that up first. Okay. Soda, in my opinion, is like Gundam. He's just not a... He's not a cool person. He thinks he's cool. I don't know which one it is. Let's listen.
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
The killer used some kind of setup. He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
It's Monokuma panels.
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
They probably just threw the lighter.
Based on the shape of that oil lighter, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Some way?
Maybe they used invisible thread.
No.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
No.
Or perhaps opening the door caused intense wind pressure to tip over the lighter.
No. Opening the door, maybe, but some kind of setup was used to start that fire, so what could it be? I'm thinking it's Monokuma. He lit the Monokuma panels on fire. Alright, I'm thinking Monokuma panels, definitely.
The oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
Because they had to have tipped over.
Some kind of setup. He lit the curtain on fire.
And I think when Akane maybe opened the door.
Probably just based on the shape of
It can stand upright while the...
If they tipped over the, it could have ignited.
some way.
Maybe they used invisible thread.
There should have been a way to tip it over.
Or perhaps opening the door...
Alright.
I agree with that.
So when they opened the door, the Monokuma panels tipped over and caused the fire to occur.
I also agree that opening the door is what started the fire.
Just as I thought, it was the wind pressure. A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan.
Yeah, that's not the case.
No, not wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels.
Yeah, there was
huge
clearly a
number of
path.
tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right? It looked like they were scattered everywhere, but some were laying on top of each other in a single line. Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
Does that mean anything?
Well, yeah, dude, it means that they were lit on
The killers
fire.
probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
Yeah.
A domino effect. You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
In place of those tiles, the killer used the Monokuma panels. So when we opened the warehouse door...
Oh, so they had the
first
lighter.
panel toppled
Okay.
into the second.
That's why the others weren't
And
charred.
from there, they felt like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
And one more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
The killer did one other thing to hide the music.
I see!
Yeah.
You're talking about the MP3 player, right? That hymn blaring throughout the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
Yes. Inside of the warehouse felt even darker because our eyes were still used to the bright sunlight outside. Within that darkness, a loud hymnal blared throughout the warehouse at full volume. Hey, do you guys hear something? Yeah, it's really damn loud. Does Nagito like listening to this depressing crap? No, I'm talking about the music. And as if on cue, it suddenly started. Boom, fire.
That's it. So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right? Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
It's fine, I'll open it slowly. No, that's not the problem. Seriously, it'll be fine. With those words, Akane brushed off everyone's warnings to slowly open the door to the warehouse. No, it's not opening. Is there something blocking the door? I can barely open it. I knew it, it's a trap. Seriously, just stop it, okay? Didn't I tell you I'll be fine? I just gotta use a little more force. I happen to opening it slowly. Akane ignored the protest, and with a mighty kick, the door flew open. Bam. because that's when she kicked them down.
So the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel.
Yeah, or multiple.
And when we opened the door, the domino effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached the lighter.
Yeah, and that's how the warehouse caught on fire. At least, that's how it looks.
You don't look so sure.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
Because the panel was blocking it, right?
With the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that a problem?
It's a major problem. I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
If that door was the only entrance to the warehouse, then how did they get in? See, so the problem Chiaki is talking about is we wouldn't take any merch. They could have, we wouldn't see inside. Yes.
I see.
That's where it's starting to become suspicious that
If the panel was so close to
Nagito
the
was
door
the dude
it could barely
that
be
offed
open,
himself.
the killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Now that you mention it.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
Who? We were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Yeah.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used.
You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
Huh?
You don't mean...
But if that's true, this murder,
Hajime? What do you mean?
Hajime knows. The person who set up the domino effect inside the warehouse, there's only one person who could have done that. We already know. We already know.
This is my answer.
Yeah. It has to be him.
What if it was Nagito?
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know.
Because he did it.
He wasn't just the victim. Maybe.
Huh?
Not just the victim? What does that mean?
He was the victim. And he was the perpetrator, too. Maybe.
Are you saying this was a suicide? Don't be stupid. His body was covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget?
Or did you already forget the type of fucked up person Nagito was?
Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
But Nagito might do something like that, don't you think?
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember? Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, as long as you understand.
It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Need to discuss? That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
No. Like you said, it seems impossible if you think about it, but I feel like I'm overlooking something. Let's go with the wounds right now.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
He didn't have both arms tied.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
What?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Nagito has a huge dong. If our assumption that Nagito committed suicide is correct, Nagito should have tied himself up too. That's okay, right? I think it's burned rope on the first one.
To actually tie up your own arm.
Alright.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, he had the burned rope, so something was free. I think is what he's trying to imply here.
Hold on a sec. Isn't that premise flawed?
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were...
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms. The rope on his right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
No, and he had the knife impaled through his hand.
That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before then.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
The proof that the burn rope on Nagito's right arm is a trap. Yeah.
Crap!
Oh, fuck. Well, then was it, is it right sleeve?
I see.
Okay.
Take a close look at his right sleeve. Even though the rope was burnt up, his sleeve wasn't burned at all.
Oh.
Don't you agree?
Okay.
A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural. That rope was burned in advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
Then Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely, right?
Yeah, that should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
Nice. I definitely am in agreement of this decision to feel Akane's boobies, so. Give it up for Hajime. Some of them booby feels.
Akane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
That's definitely wrong.
Fine. I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
A Benjamin?
That's not what I meant. I'm
I don't
talking
have-
about Nagito.
I don't have that kind of money, girl.
I mean, even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know?
It's impossible to stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand.
Ah, that much is obvious.
Hajime, you tricked me. Give me back that Benjamin.
Can't give you back that booby feel, though. Not only did she try to charge me, now she wants the money back? What the heck? So, like, did this actually happen? It's implying that Hajime gave her money to fill boobs.
Hold on. There should be a way.
Then hurry up and spill it.
If it's something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
I refuse to do that. A way to stab yourself in your right hand using only your right hand. It's okay, there's definitely an answer for this. Huh. Yeah, was it the blood on the girder? Did the knife drop from up there and land on his hand? He is the ultimate lucky student.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air
No, it
and let
dropped.
the knife fall,
Yeah, that's...
could he stab his hand that way?
Well, shit, I hit the...
Is he a throwing knife expert?
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Maybe he propped the knife somehow
Or it could be prop the knife.
and slammed his right hand down on it?
Oh, no, it didn't prop it up.
Propped it onto what?
No, it fell
If he
from the
just
girder.
propped the knife, he could have used his bound left hand.
If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily. We don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand.
That's gotta be it.
Even if Nagito's, how could he stab his...
If he threw the knife and let the knife fall,
That's not it.
It's wrong?
Doesn't sound right to me, I should think. Damn, that's what I thought it was. Shit. Alright, well, I'll review again. Alright, I
How
reviewed
could he stab
this
his right hand with his
a
right
few
hand?
times. I'm thinking
If
maybe...
he threw the knife into the air,
Why would the
let
Monokuma
the knife
plushie just be
fall.
sitting there? If it's not
could
going
he
to be
stab
about the
his hand
girder,
that way?
then it has to be a prop.
Is he a throwing knife expert?
If it's not going to be fall on the girder,
maybe he
that's where the
propped
spear.
knife somehow.
That's got to be the spear.
agree with
So
that.
the Monokuma plushie was apparently used to prop the knife.
The life-size Monokuma plushie. He must have used that to prop the knife.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach. He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto it. If that's it, he had to place the plushie near him. And it also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
So the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
God damn.
I see. So that's the trick.
So he propped it inside, slammed his hand on top
But
of
for
it.
a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose
Wasn't
hair
that part?
grows
That was
too
part of the
long.
investigation in Danganronpa too, when they thought
After
Monokuma had
stabbing
been
his
taken
hand,
apart.
he no longer needed the plushie. So he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem. The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear.
That's the girder.
If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito. If that's true, how is that possible? He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
There is a limit to his constitution. If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Whoa! You know Akani's gonna say something. Soda? Look at Soda! Soda's like, damn, I only have a 3-inch dong!
I'm sorry, I didn't catch all that.
Like I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Soda, quit lying, bro.
Say it one more time. I need you recorded. For reasons.
Soda's acting like he has a mammoth dong right now.
Bastard, you better cut it out.
Like she said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear. It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stab into your right hand while your left hand is tied up.
So you're saying it's impossible?
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
I agree.
I also agree with that. To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right? But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone. If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
Uh-oh.
Monomi's sassing me!
But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far. So this might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
Of course that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
Of course it doesn't include you.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone. No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible. I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
It's the girder.
What kind of way?
Dropped from
I
the...
don't know.
You don't know.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together. That's how we made it this far up till now.
Everyone, working together.
She's right. We've made it through several ordeals up till now by doing that. Then even now.
All right, let's do this.
All right. Going right back in this. This might be an agreeing one. May have something to do with the blood on his left hand.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand. If that's the case, the only other way is...
He used his teeth?
No.
Or maybe he used his front tail.
And use his dong,
I know
Akane.
guys have tails that get hard when they're grabbed.
What are you saying?
Yeah, I bet you do.
A blushing Miss Sonia is freaking awesome!
Yeah, well, Sonia should know too. She just admitted she's not a virgin. She shouldn't act like dudes don't get boners. If Nagito committed suicide, then he must have used that spear to stab himself. Even if his arms and legs were tied up, there's no doubt he used some part of his body. The only thing he could have used is...
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear?
There was still blood on his left hand.
Let's work together and think this through.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was cut.
He was only able to move...
But his left hand was also...
Then that rules out his left hand.
Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
He still had blood on his left hand.
Hold on. It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
But there was something off about his left hand. The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange? He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
That settles the description of that bloodstain, but it's not the only unnatural bloodstain. Look, there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit. If there's blood on his palm and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
What was Nagito's left hand doing when the blood splattered? He's gripping something.
I see! When the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand.
Probably gripping that damn spear that went through his chest.
That's why there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
Yeah, he was grabbing his dick, Akane. Let's just keep talking about Nagito's dong.
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear.
He's just sitting there holding his dick, bleeding out. That's exactly what he did, Akane.
Now that you mention
He's like,
it,
oh, I'm dying.
compared
I'm
to
just
the
gonna
rest
grab
of
my
his body,
dick.
The wounds on his left arm are pretty mild. He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
But even if he held the spear with his tied-up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
That's right. That's the problem.
Hey, Chiaki, what do you think?
Put that hood up.
Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
Just thinking, dude.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle. Just like fixing an old TV.
What?
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear, I think. However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
Which section of the spear was he holding? Blade. Cord. I mean, it's either the blade or the shaft. I don't think it could be any other way. Okay, so it wasn't the shaft. He's gripping the shaft with his bound left hand. He couldn't have stabbed himself with the spear.
Crap!
The cord.
I see!
Okay, because there was blood covered on it.
That's it. Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord. There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too.
Yeah.
Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
See, I wasn't even paying attention to that. I figure he would have just out of reaction if the spear fell and like gripped it on his chest.
The size of that cut-off section? About the same size as a human fist?
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh? And then the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
Yeah, Soda, that's exactly what we were thinking.
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki? I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
Nagito was gripping the cord extending from the butt of the spear with his left hand. But from there, how would he stab himself in the stomach with the spear?
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
Fuck.
At a time like this, how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
That sounds good to
That's
me.
a long plan name.
One step at a time? What does that mean?
Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
How it was positioned.
Nagito was facing up and the spear was stabbed through his stomach. So if it's just before that, that's it. Could it be state of the spear and the fact that Nagito was holding the tip of the cord attachment? If I put those together and think about it, I should be able to figure it out. Where the spear was and what state it was in before it stabbed Nagito. Logic dive. Okay. All right. Let's go. I don't have a lot of life left. Oh, that one just popped right up in front of me. I couldn't do anything about that. It's just being a little stinker. Go. Question 1. Where was the spear just before it impaled Nagito? Under. The hell? What are those? I don't think I should run into them, whatever they are. Whoop. Okay. Nope. What the? Man, these things are unpredictable. Question 2. Besides the spear, what else was above Nagito? A stuffed plushie spear, a ceiling girder. So now we're finally getting to that conclusion. What? Not, Hajime's trying to fall off on his own. I'm not doing any of that. Getting cheesed right now. Wow, these are getting a lot harder. Holy shit. Okay. Question 3. What item connects both the spear and the ceiling girder? The rope on Nagito's left hand, the rope on Nagito's right hand. Yeah, the spear's cord. Yeah. Hell yeah.
It's all coming together. The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
That's right.
Perpendicular? In the middle of the air?
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP?
Yeah, he...
That'd be awesome, but he'd probably use the ceiling girder directly above him.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, and using that as a support.
Oh, I see. I was wondering how he may have gotten it up there, so he just slung
He
the...
hoisted the spear directly above him. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
Dude.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling. So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
Yeah.
Are you serious? He really committed suicide? Like that?
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Well, yeah. Fuyuhiko shook.
This is for real? He really committed suicide? Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear? That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end. Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far? That's beyond crazy! Why would he do that to himself?
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer.
Or the right one.
His goal was to get us all executed.
Maybe not.
That's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
Did he want us to die that bad?
That's messed up. It's seriously so messed up.
I think he's a deeper character than that.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
Yeah, I think he had an ulterior motive. Jeez, and I was starting to feel a little sympathetic toward him. How stupid of me. I completely underestimated his capacity for malice. A mind-boggling malice that threatens us even after he's died. That's the form his malice took. I've forgotten all about it until now. If he was here now, he'd probably be sneering at me.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right? Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other and tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
I mean, these are all true, though.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
I couldn't imagine that would be the case, but I mean, it could be.
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion. Bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so he'd be executed.
That should be okay, right? Right?
What? You're not satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense. It's probably just my imagination.
Say it. Why? I mean, I sort of understand what she's talking about. I don't think it's a mistake to assume that Nagito committed suicide, but what I feel so uneasy about it is it because we don't know who the traitor is,
So
or...
what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
You are right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
Then it's okay to end it here, huh? That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right? It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
No.
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer? Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a sec.
Let's hear it, Hajime.
Hold on. Why?
We gotta find out who the traitor is.
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
Yes.
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but...
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is.
Hmm?
No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death. Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
Something related to Nagito's death, and it's something that he couldn't have messed with.
You're gonna keep going? And here I thought we were finally finished.
Something related to Nagito's death, a piece of evidence that he couldn't mess with.
Crap!
No. Shit. Oh, that's it. Fuck me. I died. I'm thinking it's the Monokuma file.
I see!
Okay.
Is it about the Monokuma file?
Yeah, that's it.
Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
Victim is Nagito Komaeda. Body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. Estimated time of death believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, he has a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. The suspicious part of the Monokuma file that Chiaki is worried about is... what is it? What is hidden in the Monokuma? How he died. And it didn't say specifically how he died. Yeah, cause of death. Wow, this is really fucking hard. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. They're everywhere. Dude, what the fuck? Why did they make this so difficult? Good lord. They were flying in at all angles there.
In this particular case's Monokuma file, there's no specific cause of death.
Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. Yep. Did not say how he died.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not? The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was the cause of death.
Oh, could he have drank the poison, died, and then, as he died, he dropped the spear? That could be something.
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
That could be something.
Well, Monokuma,
I plead the fifth!
Okay.
There he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
But even during Gundam's case, and before during Mikan's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
Are you saying that applies this time too?
Yes.
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death?
Yeah, he poisoned himself.
Are you suggesting, again, that his death wasn't a suicide?
You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place.
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide,
But it's how he did it.
It's not just a suicide. Come to think of it, did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
are you sticking up for him?
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here?
Huh?
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh? Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
What friendship?
And we're not bros.
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote?
Oh, keep going.
I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied. Even if it's just to be safe.
Yeah.
You're right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
This is friggin' annoying. But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma, you heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait!
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be all right. That's what I believe.
Aww. Splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you, huh? Now that I think about it, Nagito said the same thing. The absolute hope that can overcome any despair. He said he was yearning for that. Then this situation we're in might be the thing that Nagito wanted all along. So he was trying to get us to unite. No, never mind. I'm probably overthinking. Did Nagito... Was he really a bro? Damn. Nagito may have actually been a bro this entire time. Oh, suspension. Alright. Let's get through this Monokuma Theater here.
No, no!
Man, my heart was racing like crazy when I thought the voting time was gonna start, but... Well, if you think about it rationally, there's no way it was gonna happen. We haven't done this bit yet. Most of the players probably figured that out too. You're the only one who didn't know. Isn't that right, Monami? Hey, how much longer are you planning to sulk? Let's get along like we always do.
Okay.
All right, you passed. Friendship is measured by how long you can stand the silence when you're all alone with someone else. So, Monami and I are the bestest of best friends.
Don't say such stupid things. I hate you so much right now.
Enough! Why do I have to be hated that much?
Besides the fact that you snap at me like that, I don't trust you at all, not even a teensy tiny 1 millimeter bit.
How sad. Distrusting your friend is much more shameful than being betrayed by that friend, you know.
We aren't even friends in the first place.
Then as your older brother, let me say this.
You're not even my brother.
It's sad to live a life without friendship. That's even sadder than watching a high school rom-com full of guys.
Well, there may be some demands for that. I fell for it. I totally took the man bait.
No rom-coms with dudes, apparently, with Monokuma. I'm going to go get a Big Red Zero, and then we will proceed with the trial. All right, we back.
I'm Monami. By now, there's nothing more for me to say.
Okay.
Anyway,
Bye.
my chest is full of pride right now. Everyone is united against despair. They're totally awesome. That's why I'm gonna fight too. I will fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome retaliation. That's basically it.
Okay. Good talk, Monami. See ya.
So if we're working together, where do we start? With the cause of death missing from the Monokuma file?
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this? In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear. It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think.
Other possibilities. Huh.
If something other than the spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is the knife stabbed into his hand, but...
That was definitely a gruesome wound, but it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wounds...
Are we finished already?
I feel like it's possible that we overlooked something.
Now, how the hell would the others even know what was in his cottage? Like, they didn't even go.
Then let's bring up whatever we can think of, one after the other. That might clear some things up.
Exactly. We should cooperate at a time like this.
A fatal wound that wasn't the spear. We don't even know if it actually exists, but if it does, we need to find out what it was no matter what. Alright, I see where I want to go right from the start.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right? It's not the other wounds, right?
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
There's no way he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
Shit.
If it's something that can't be seen,
Might be that.
maybe he choked himself with a sleeper hold.
Okay.
Or liquefied his guts with a body blow.
Liquefied his
Just
guts.
thinking about it, that's already a horrible death.
Yeah, I think it's liquefy his guts.
Let us consider a
It's not the knife in his... It's not
Essentially
the other wound.
what
With all
that
those
poison would
wounds,
do.
maybe he simply...
There's no way it was a cause of death.
If it's something that can't... Maybe he choked himself with a sleeper hold.
Or liquefied his guts with a body blow.
Okay, it was not liquefying his guts with poison.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
There we go.
I agree with that. That's it. I totally forgot about that possibility.
Yeah, and the others wouldn't even know.
If the cause of death was something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
Poison? It is true that poison is not something we can see, but why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
I remember, when I went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange. Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
Poison?
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing. I see. Now that you mention it, there's no way a toxin like that doesn't relate to the case at all.
If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
I see. You sure seem to know a lot about medicine.
What does that mean?
But, even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood, there's no way we'd notice them easily, right?
That is a good point.
Did he wound his body just to camouflage them?
That's also a possibility.
But still, both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison?
His left hand was tied up and gripping the spear, and his right hand had a knife stuck in it.
Did he vaporize it?
If it was a slow-acting poison, it is possible he consumed it in advance.
No, the warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Then it's impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
Yeah, so he vaped it, basically.
And this is when the hardtail appears.
This is where he gets a boner.
You're totally overvaluing that tail.
He used his boner to drink
His
the
mouth
poison.
was covered with duct tape, you know. If he wanted to drink poison, how'd he get it past his lips?
If there's no way he could have drank the poison, it might be impossible.
Yeah, he vaped it through his nostrils.
Just kidding. It's not like we're out of possibilities yet.
Are there any left?
Hell no! No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that spear.
Since we've already ruled out so many possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really killed him. Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label. Maybe.
The way the poison entered Nagito's body, the answer is written on the warning label. I should think carefully and try to remember it. We're doing another logic dive. Alright. I mean, this one's gonna be a little bit easier. Probably not. It's already not up in the difficulty here. Just slaloming back and forth. Whoa. Okay. Question 1. What's the state of the poison that was infected Nagito? Had to have been a guess. Fuck. Shit. Oh my god. Oh. 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 Dude, this is... Holy shit. How did I get out of that one? How did the poison enter Nagito's body? Through the nostrils. There we go. Okay, we're gonna take this one a little slower. we go. Okay, we cleared. That's what I figured, but damn, that was kind of hard.
It's all coming together.
Okay.
What if instead of drinking the poison, we assume he inhaled it?
Yes.
Inhaled?
It's written on the poison's warning label.
This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized.
Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas! Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose.
Somebody's going to make the argument that we would have breathed it in,
Breathe that poisonous gas inside the warehouse?
and then it's the gas mask and the haz
But
suit.
if
The
poisonous
hazmat
gas had
suit.
spread throughout the warehouse,
Yes.
why didn't it kill us?
Right on cue. The reason we didn't breathe in the poisonous gas, I should be able to explain that mystery too. Oh. The sprinklers.
I see!
Yeah.
The sprinklers in the warehouse. Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
Yep. That's right.
Poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
Well, this was also written on the poison's warning label.
In a gaseous state that's heavier than air, it breaks down in minutes. It's susceptible to hydrolysis, so it was hydrolyzed by water. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications.
Of course! Hydrolysis! The
Okay.
chemical bonds that formed the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers.
That's right. This
Also,
is the only thing I'm thankful for taking a biochem class in grad school.
But Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it.
Yeah, and it was dense, so it fell closer to the
If it
ground.
meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death was poisoning.
Okay.
The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
So what?
Huh?
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what? In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already!
Oh, we still gotta figure out who the traitor is, Soda.
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death. All right, all the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting time, right?
We're not done.
Well, but...
What? There's still more?
Yeah. I mean, not all the mysteries have been solved yet. In the end, Nagito's motive is still unclear. Did he commit suicide just so he could kill every last one of us? Was that really his motive? Is that really okay?
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
Nagito's motive. Nagito's malice. Is this really okay? Can we really just finish this here? No, that can't
There
be.
might have been an accomplice.
Whoa, I did not expect this. This is a plot twist.
Chiaki, what did you just say?
If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
Anything that looked like poison?
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
If Nagito really brought poison to the warehouse, then the thing that would have been left behind is obviously the container.
Are you talking about the container the poison was kept in?
Yeah. If Nagito brought it, it's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere.
Ooh, so that's what the hazmat suit was used for. Okay.
He can't carry around poison without putting it in a container?
Yeah, that was written on the warning label.
Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight.
The container probably melted in the fire.
It's probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it'd completely incinerate.
No.
Even the plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely burn up, you know?
Then, does that mean someone got rid of the container?
So that's why you mentioned an accomplice.
That is impossible. I mean, an accomplice? It is just
I
too...
don't know, Sonia, is it?
Like, does that really matter all that much?
Is it really impossible?
I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
Accidentally, really?
Ah, you're right.
Fuyiko.
You're totally right. That's totally it.
I expect that from her. I expect better of you.
Right? Isn't it okay to close this case yet? I'm not in the mood for unexpected twists.
I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to get hurt anymore by hurting someone else. Everyone's tired of doubting everyone else. I also feel that way. That's why I just want to rule this as Nagito's suicide. If I do that, nobody here has to get hurt. But
That's no good.
that's right.
Huh?
You gotta
I
do
feel
it.
like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else. But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us. He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh? The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga.
That's right.
Still, that's pretty messed up.
Shut up! You just be quiet.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before, right? Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is?
Of course.
Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
Accident.
But I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the truth.
Exactly.
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing.
Are you serious?
And we probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments.
What is this feeling just now? Even though it was brief, it was like a strong flash of light running through the back of my head. Maybe what Akane just said now might be a new clue. From there, I might be able to reach the answer. The way Nagito brought the poison, which means the thing he used as a container was... Okay. A Hangman's Gambit. What would this be? Fire something? Fire canister? No, because there's a G. Phi. Alright. That didn't even give me a fucking chance. Are you serious? That didn't give me a chance either. So it's not that. Fire. I'm getting fucked right now. Grenades. Fire grenades. Ah! Holy shit. Butthole was puckered.
I see. I got it.
Huh?
The fire grenades. Nagito put the poison inside one of the fire grenade canisters and transported it to the warehouse.
He used one of the fire grenade canisters?
Yeah, the container with the poison in it wasn't secretly taken away by someone. Instead, it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place.
Smart on his
As long as
part,
he
at
put
least.
the poison in the same container he brought to the warehouse, it can be hidden with the other fire grenades we used, so there's no need to dispose of the container later.
That bastard. He totally knew we were gonna throw those fire grenades.
Which means, did Nagito exchange the contents of a fire grenade?
Well, I think that's what
Yeah,
we're
that has to be.
insinuating.
When I first discovered those fire grenades, I tried to study them a little bit, but the canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid.
You just have to peel off that seal and swap the insides, right?
That is true, but There was no sign he was even at the break room.
Hold on. Did you say aluminum?
Yeah, it was underneath his bed.
Could it be?
If so, then there's no mistake. Nagito definitely swapped the contents of one of the fire grenades.
Seriously? That's impossible. Miss Sonia just said so right now.
Sonia's words are proof that the poison was swapped with the contents of a fire grenade. Huh?
Sonia's words contain a clue that the contents of the fire grenade was swapped with the poison. Where is it at? Where is it?
I can prove it with this. Take a look. We found this under Nagito's bed when we were investigating his cottage.
I'm gonna be interested to see where the hazmat suit comes
That's
in.
just a piece of trash.
No, that is not just a piece of trash. The seal I saw on that fire grenade matched this. It is the same aluminum.
You found the aluminum seal under Nagito's bed?
There's more. That's not the only thing we found in Nagito's room.
Oh, unless he... Okay.
We also
I'm
found
gonna
a
shut
gas
up.
mask and gloves under his bed, too.
No.
Did he use those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade?
Okay, well, there's the conclusion I was about to get
It's a
to.
dangerous poison after all. He took extreme caution when swapping it.
So what's the issue? Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in, and died, right? So in the end, he still fucking committed suicide. Enough already!
You're right. If the canister wasn't thrown away, then it just means that there wasn't an accomplice after all.
See, I told you. The conclusion is still the same. Nagito committed suicide. End of story.
I admit that there wasn't an accomplice. That was just my misunderstanding.
You're right.
In actuality, the truth is even more horrifying.
What did you say?
Hey, what are you planning to say now?
What the hell? Do you still want to keep going?
Yes, dumbass.
Is this not settled? There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide.
No, it's not.
Chiaki?
Wait, what?
I'm sorry, but I just realized it.
Realized what?
We know Nagito used the grenade canister to store the poison. So when was it deployed in the warehouse? When did Nagito breathe in the poison? When I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it.
The horrifying truth?
It probably happened at the same time.
The moment the fire grenades were brought and the moment Nagito breathed in the poison were the same. Could that same moment be
I see.
when we all threw the grenades?
Are you saying it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, I think so.
So this is technically not a suicide? And whoever threw that fire grenade was the one that killed
When
him?
we all threw the grenades to put out the fire in the warehouse, the poison was deployed, and it converted to poison gas and killed Nagito.
Oh, shit.
If that is true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was...
One of us.
What the heck?
Oh, no. We only have like a 1 in 6 chance.
One of us threw the poison grenade that killed Nagito?
Alright, how many of them are left? Like 5?
Hold on a sec. Then Nagito was...
It would mean he didn't kill himself.
You said so yourself! You said Nagito committed suicide!
Then who killed Nagito?
You mean, who's the actual killer, right?
Do you know?
Who prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito?
The person who prepared the poison fire grenade was... It wasn't Nagito? Is it trying to trick me?
Crap!
No, it was Nagito. Stop trying to fuck with me.
It was Nagito, obviously. We just discussed this a few minutes ago.
Then who set the warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poison grenade?
It was Akane, technically.
Crap!
Shit, well, I mean, I'm speaking in technicalities here. Damn it. So that was Nagito again. Okay. Yeah, whatever. I thought the game wanted me to be specific and who literally caused the fire by kicking the Monokuma plushies over. Okay, the person who set the warehouse fire was Nagito Komaeda.
That was also Nagito.
Hey, how many times are you gonna ask the same damn question?
The next question will be my last. Considering all the facts up till now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
The reason Nagito set the warehouse on fire was to make someone throw the poison.
I see! Don't tell me. He set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
He set the fire just so we'd put it out? Why'd he do that?
It was a trap.
A trap?
Preparing the poison. Creating a reason for us to throw the poison. It was all a setup by
Dude,
Nagito.
what a bastard. He's not a bro after
It was
all.
all a trap to make one of us throw the poison grenade.
And we don't know which one.
Seriously, I'm asking you who threw it.
I don't know. The person who threw it probably didn't know either.
No.
Huh? Could it be... Was that Nagito's trap?
This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do. And for that reason, he put the fire grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades. Setting up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal.
Dude, what a bastard.
What? What the hell?
Nagito did not commit murder. Instead, he manipulated someone else into killing him?
To do that, he set a trap to force someone to kill him. The poison grenade and the fire were traps. That's why the curtain was the fire's origin point. All the fire grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor. Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison. And then...
Boom. Spear.
Hold on. If that's true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death. It might be the poison's fault he let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be either one.
Even so, the poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
Very true.
That's right! Nagito's killer is the one who made him breathe the poison!
Shit.
Are you fucking serious?
That was his trap all along. Even the wounds all over his body, it was all to mess with the evidence for what actually happened. His true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve. He wanted to prove to us that there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out. After all, a mystery that can be solved is destined to be solved in the end.
All right.
However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved.
And that he did.
As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope, a huge mystery comes along and slaps you in your faces. For those of you who believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair. Meaning, he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick. Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
That's totally messed up. That's so fucked up.
It is.
It is my fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades. I am so sorry. Please vote me as a killer.
That's not the fucking issue here.
No, yeah.
It's not Miss Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing.
But what should we do? How can we even figure out who the killer is?
It's impossible.
Impossible?
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we couldn't make a decision. That's why we're at an impasse.
However, Monokuma also does not know who the killer is, right?
That's right. There's no way he'd be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras. If Monokuma doesn't know, his trial doesn't count. Isn't that right?
You know, I don't actually need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever. I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times. I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonia. And one of those visits seemed to take a while.
Means she took a shit.
Please stop! I will never become queen!
What, queens don't shit? We all shit, Sonia.
How can you? I'm so jealous. I mean, how can you
Oh.
have such an awful power?
Sonia, will you poop on my chest?
So, of course this trial still counts. Do your very best to guess who the killer is.
Guess, he says. How the hell are we supposed to do that?
Is giving up all we can do?
With luck.
No, it's too early to give up.
Is there any way to figure out who the killer is?
You gotta guess.
Even though it's just a hunch, it's possible that it's probably... There's one way, I think.
Really?
Hey, is it alright if we look at Nagito's crime one more time from the beginning? I want to make sure my hunch is correct. Hajime, please.
That's right, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean the trial is over yet. Even though I don't know who killed Nagito, it should be clear what kind of trap he set. Then I have to do it, even if it leads to despair.
I got it. Let's do this then.
Okay, we're doing the... Oh, already a closing argument. Okay. So what we got? Stock 1. What's this? What was inside Nagito's refrigerator? Right before switching the poison. It's placed. Oh, right before switching the poison? No, I don't think it's any of that. Let's play. It's inside the break room. There we go. We're gonna hurt himself. I'm gonna prop the knife with something. The reason we went to the warehouse fire was... There we go. Stock 2. Okay. There we go. Stock 3. Where was that one? Yep, that's what it was. Oh, this is stock 4, not the final one. Okay, where was what made the spear fall? Is it this one? There. This whole body wasn't tied up. No, that's the break room one. Last stock. Right before switching the poison. Oh. Okay, duh. And then... There we go. Alright.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
See the trial recap.
The person who actually arranged this incident was the victim, Nagito Komaeda. He kept a specific item inside his cottage that he needed for his plan. Monokuma's special poison, which he brought with him from the Octagon. Using the gloves and gas mask that he got from the military base. Nagito swapped the contents of a fire grenade he took from the plushie factory break room with that poison. When he did that, a specific item was left as evidence, the blue aluminum seal on the grenade. With that, Nagito finished making the poisoned fire grenade, took it with him to the factory, and put it back with the rest of the grenades in the break room. The next morning, Nagito appeared before us and declared that he hid a bomb somewhere. While we were looking for the bomb, that's when Nagito headed over to the goods warehouse.
I just realized we're all like the potential victims. Or the potential murderers like in the previous
trials. In order
trials.
to set up a fire, Nagito arranged the Monokuma panels in a line going from the door to the curtain and placed an oil lighter in front of it. From there, Nagito set his insane plan in motion. First, he hung the spear that he took from Nezumi Castle from the ceiling girder by its cord. Then he tied his arms and legs at the back of the warehouse with rope. However, he burnt off the rope on his right arm beforehand. In doing so, he made sure that only his right hand was free, while his remaining arm and legs were tied up. As he gripped the tip of the rope hanging over the ceiling girder with his left hand, he lay down face up, just beneath the dangling spear. But this was just the beginning of Nagito's plan. And then, he did something no one could have predicted. First, he covered his mouth with duct tape, and after making sure he was unable to scream, he stabbed himself with the knife multiple times in his left arm and in both of his thighs. Finally,
God damn.
he propped the knife on the plushie and slammed his right hand onto the blade. He didn't just want us to think he was tied up, he also wanted us to think he'd been tortured. Through all this, Nagito never let go of the spear. His plan still wasn't over. In fact, it was just about to begin. Meanwhile, we finally arrived at the plushie factory and found Nagito's message. After seeing his message, we instantly made our way to the warehouse. But that was part of Nagito's plan. We opened the door to the warehouse, which inadvertently started the Monokuma panel domino effect. The panels fell one after another until they reached the lighter, tipped it over, and ignited the curtain. Shocked by the sudden fire, we rushed to the factory's break room to obtain some fire-extinguishing grenades. We then aimed for the fire's origin point, which was the curtain, and unloaded the entire supply. It never occurred to us that one of those grenades was the poisoned grenade that Nagito had prepared. The poison sank to the floor, instantly vaporizing due to the intense heat, and spread everywhere. The poison gas quickly drifted to the curtain at the back of the warehouse, where Nagito was. Also, Monokuma's poison has a unique quality in which it becomes heavier than air when vaporized. That poison gas completely surrounded the area where Nagito lay face up on the floor. There, Nagito inhaled the poison, and if it didn't instantly kill him, he certainly lost consciousness. Which caused him to let go of the rope in his left hand, and the falling spear plunged into his stomach.
So he obviously wanted to keep him alive.
This is all the information related to Nagito's plan.
If he knew the sprinklers
His
were
true
gonna go
intention
off.
was to set one of us up as the killer. At this time, we still don't know who the killer is, because the killer wasn't aware they killed someone.
That's right.
Try as we might, we cannot reach that truth. That was Nagito's trap.
Wow.
In conclusion, the fact that we can't determine the killer's identity this should be the truth behind Nagito's trap.
How about it, Chiaki? Will that help you figure out who the killer is?
Chiaki?
Just as I thought. It's impossible, isn't it?
You say we just have to vote for someone?
What Hajime said is probably true. That's part of the reason why I thought it was a little strange. Did Nagito really not care who the killer was? He said this to us earlier.
It's going to be fine. I'm pretty sure everything will work out in the end. After all, there's no way hope can lose. Absolute hope that can break through any despair can never lose in a place like this. And not only that, I believe in you all. I believe in the time we spent together.
That feeling of belief is at the heart of his trick. He believed we'd notice the fire grenades. He believed we'd try to extinguish the flames. And he believed we'd fall into his trap. By believing in us, Nagito was able to put his life-threatening plan into effect.
What do you mean, believe?
And what's wrong with that?
There's one more thing, remember? Something that Nagito believed in from the bottom of his heart.
Hope.
I want you to try to remember what that is.
Nagito believed in. I mean, he also believed in despair, but yeah, I think he believed in his talent. Dude was lucky.
Nagito believed in his talent as the ultimate lucky student.
After all the time we spent together, I believe in you guys. And more than anything, I believe in my ultimate luck. So it's definitely going to be alright.
Guess the last thing he could believe in was his own talent.
That's not so strange, really. Most of us here have been relying on the same thing.
Yeah, except Hajime, because he's JB. That's where Hajime's like, damn.
In his case, it was pretty remarkable, wasn't it? It almost seemed like he had blind faith in it.
You're right. The same thing happened when he cleared the final dead room at the funhouse.
And when he loaded that damn bullet with loaded the gun with 5 bullets. It wasn't life-threatening at all. It was just a little escape game that ended with some Russian roulette. Russian roulette? It's a game where you load 1 bullet in a gun, spin the cylinder, point it towards you, and pull the trigger. So you really did it. And so that's how you're supposed to play it. So it would have been fine if I only used 1 bullet, huh? Guess it was just as Monami said. Huh? I misunderstood and thought I had to take 1 bullet out of the cylinder, so that's how I did it. You only had a 1 in 6 chance of surviving. But I'm still alive, after all. The only good thing about me is how lucky I am. And he did the same thing when the first killing happened at the old building near the hotel. He depended on his luck and was able to get cleaning duty just as he wanted. That's right, I trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty. You just relied on your luck? Fuck, man, I didn't even remember the accent I had for Tera. It's not just luck, it's true my talent is harsh, but I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know? I'm left with a red mark? For someone called the ultimate lucky student, you don't seem very lucky right now. At that time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky, but it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's how I got picked for cleaning duty, just like I wanted.
But his luck doesn't have anything to do with the case this time, right?
I just thought it was strange that it doesn't connect to anything.
Huh?
He factored in his belief in us. But for some reason, he didn't factor in his own luck. No, there's no way. I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about.
What did he do?
You know, he wasn't just after anybody. He probably had a target. A target he was aiming for all along. A person to set up as the killer.
Probably Hajime.
A target? Who?
The target's true identity. Even Nagito didn't know it. That's why he relied on being the ultimate lucky student, and incorporated that luck into his plan. As long as he had his luck, he believed the target he was after would pick up the fire grenade.
You mean he left his plan to luck?
He risked his life for that?
He probably risked his life just so his ultimate luck could decide this.
Who is it? Who's the target Nagito is after?
No, I don't even have to ask. I should already know what the answer is.
I see! That's it. The traitor. Nagito was after the traitor, huh?
Then he relied on his luck to weed out the traitor?
Nagito didn't know who the traitor was until the very end. All he could do was rely on his own luck.
Then what he said in his video message...
It won't work with just any student handbook. If you want to disarm that bomb, you have to use the traitor student handbook. To be honest, I found out who the traitor was after secretly monitoring everyone's activity. But I was a little annoyed that they never came forward.
So he was just bluffing.
That's probably true. By that point, his plan should have already been in motion.
Then it's just as Nagito said at the beginning. His purpose was to weed out the traitor. If we just believed in what Nagito said, we would have reached the answer much quicker. The reason this took so damn long was really because we didn't believe in him.
But if he just wanted to out the traitor, he didn't have to go this far and make that person the killer. Damn it! We're all in a huge bind because of that!
It means he wants us to beat the traitor.
By finding out who the traitor is, our hopes will shine even brighter by overcoming that despair. That's something he'd say.
Monami, it looks like you've got something you want to say. But you better just keep your mouth shut.
And that concludes my argument.
Damn, does Monami know something?
Nagito's plan was to make the traitor kill him. What are you gonna do? Are you guys gonna believe me?
He relied on his luck to aim for a target, but he didn't even know who he was aiming for. It sounds way too unbelievable to have actually happened.
The only thing we can do is believe.
If we don't, then we'd just be relying on our luck when we cast our votes.
But even if we do believe, what should we do? I mean, if we don't know who the target is, there's no way we can even vote.
You are absolutely right. It is hard to think the traitor would reveal themselves now.
If, by chance, the traitor revealed themselves during that bomb scare, what would have happened? Would it have stopped Nagito from acting so reckless?
Huh?
But they couldn't help it. Even if they wanted to reveal themselves, they couldn't do it because they weren't created to do that.
Chiaki?
What's wrong, Chiaki? Get a hold of yourself!
That's why I want you guys to guess.
You want us to guess?
Yeah, I want you to guess.
What? What does that mean?
Who do you think it is, Hajime?
I have no
Who do
idea.
you think the Future Foundation sent to infiltrate your group as the traitor?
Was it Chiaki?
Why?
A traitor who's not allowed to think that they're different from everyone else.
Why?
A traitor who can only interact with everyone as a traitor.
Why?
Because that's the nature of their existence. They can only exist as a traitor.
Seriously, why?
Who do you think is the traitor? Hajime, please.
I have to fucking pick? No fucking way. No way.
It's... you?
No way.
Chiaki, you're the traitor?
Please! Hold on!
Aw, you totally guessed right.
What the fuck?
Just as expected. Yep, you're correct. I'm the traitor. The agent sent by the Future Foundation to hide among you all is me.
Yo! What? This is nonsense. This nonsense is... Why? Why does this make sense?
Hey, Chiaki, are you being serious right now?
Chiaki is the traitor? That is a lie, right? Surely you must be joking.
I'm sorry. It's the truth.
Hey, what are you saying sorry for?
What does this mean? Up till now, you've been tricking us?
What? We were not tricked! After all, we have been working together all this time. We have been helping each other all this time. Chiaki, being a traitor, being a member of that horrifying Future Foundation, that is obviously a lie.
Well, obviously not.
Wait! The Future Foundation isn't what you think it is!
Shut the fuck up! We're talking to Chiaki!
Then what is the Future Foundation?
No, I have nothing more to say.
Why?
Because we already know the killer's true identity. So the only thing left to do is vote.
Hold on! We're not satisfied yet!
If you say you are the traitor, please provide an explanation that will help us understand. We cannot vote until we are satisfied. That is what you said earlier, Chiaki.
Hey, if you're really the traitor, why'd you wait till now to reveal yourself?
It's weird, isn't it? Waiting until right now to out yourself.
It's definitely strange, right? Or rather, why was I able to do that? Maybe... I wanted to protect everyone, no matter the cost.
Hmm?
Hey, Hajime. Can you do me a small favor?
Favor? Me?
I want you to prove to them that I'm the traitor.
What? What are you saying? Why do I have to do that?
I want to explain everything to you guys, but as I expected, that's rather difficult. That's why the only thing I can do is plead with you. I want you to do it. I believe you can prove it.
Whether I can prove it or not, that's not the problem. Don't you understand? You may as well be asking me to kill you. There's no way I can do that.
I'm very sorry, but this is the only way. So please.
Are we gonna do a panic talk now?
Looks like we gotta do what we can. It's not like I believe she's the traitor. There's just no way we can ignore this without confirming it.
If she was just disguised or something, this would have been a heck of a lot easier for us to understand, but...
She's not disguised at all! 'Cause Chiaki isn't the traitor.
Monami?
Too bad. I'm not part of the same group as that girl. I don't know anything about that girl at all.
Hey, are you trying to cover for her like that? You suck!
I've always been alone. I have no friends anywhere. That's why I have no relation to Chiaki whatsoever.
Hajime, you're going to listen to my request, right?
What the fuck? Damn it.
Chiaki isn't my friend. I hate Chiaki so much.
Monami and Chiaki's relationship, proving it here. Is that the only way? So we are doing a panic talk. I'm doing it against Monami. Okay.
Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along. I won't let you. Burst open and mix! I can't lose. I won't let you. Burst open and mix! I'll lower your grades. Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along. Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along.
It's gotta be your diary.
Burst open and mix! I can't lose. Chiaki and I aren't
Monami's notebook.
This is the end.
Okay, so... Did Chiaki do that then?
When we investigated Nagito's cottage, I discovered a notebook with the new Sami logo on it. That's your notebook, right? The one Nagito stole from you.
I don't know. I don't know.
Don't tell me. Is that where the traitor's true identity is written?
That's right! Since I knew something like this would happen, I made sure to bring it here today.
So sudden?
Give me that notebook!
Day 1, I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up, and things turned bad. Day 2, Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired.
What is this? Is this Monami's diary?
Is the traitor's identity written in here?
Nagito was probably looking for that too, so that might be why he stole the notebook. But you wouldn't know who the traitor is just by reading this notebook. Of course, Nagito wouldn't know either. However, it's different for me.
You know?
It took me this long, but I finally understand.
No, the truth is I might have already known the moment I found this notebook. It's just I wanted to turn my eyes from the truth it contained. And now I clearly know. I can't help but know.
First of all, this isn't Monami's diary. Apparently she can't write.
Then the one who wrote this is...
someone connected to Monami. Meaning, it's not a mistake to think that the traitor wrote it.
If so, is this like a report that the traitor was sending to Monami?
Is it evidence that they were observing our actions and reporting to Monami?
But how would you know who the traitor is from that?
Because there's an entry written in here that only me and one other person would know.
The topic we discussed in that entry. Yeah, final bedroom. That's it. Yeah, because Chiaki was the only one that was there.
In the notebook, there was a specific entry.
Fuck, I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. We've been in the fun house for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go in the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him.
There it is. It's true. I tried to go inside the final dead room.
Yep, and Chiaki was the only one who stopped him. If I win the life-threatening game here, I'll be able to go to the Octagon place, right? That's where the exit should be. I did it. I finally did it. I finally figured out where the exit is. I can get out with this. I can finally get out. You can't do that. You shouldn't go in there. You won't find what you're looking for.
That's right. The only person who knew that is Chiaki.
Shit.
That's why Chiaki is the only person who could have possibly written about this.
There must be some mistake. I mean, if Chiaki is the traitor, what was all that time we spent with her? Was that all a lie too?
Miss Sonia.
Chiaki is... She is being controlled by Monokuma. That is why we should help her.
I'm not satisfied either. I mean, if you were the traitor, there's no way you'd do something so stupid when we found the bomb.
It's really stupid to be fighting over something like this. And so, with an annoyed expression on her face, Chiaki walked over to the bombs without saying a word, took her handbook out of her pocket, and without hesitating, swiped the card reader. Looks like it was wrong. She may have switched that out.
Chiaki immediately went to the card reader with her handbook.
She tested it out right away after being told it would only react to the traitor's handbook.
That doesn't make any sense. A traitor would be more cautious than that.
Chiaki probably knew the bomb was a fake. That's why she also knew Nagito's trap was a bluff.
She knew? That is a mistake! That must be a mistake! Why are you saying such things? Do you really want Chiaki to be the traitor?
Well, no, but like...
Of course not.
That's just how it's gotta
I
be.
do not believe it! I refuse to believe Chiaki is the traitor! There is just no way!
I don't want to believe it either. I don't want to believe, but...
Then nobody will be saved.
Damn, this is a long-ass trial. They did say it was the last one. Let's try those.
Chiaki is not the traitor!
When we were trying to turn off the bomb, didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
There's no way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not. The only person who knew it was a fake was me, when I tried to detonate it.
Unless you know a whole lot about bombs, there's no way you know if it's fake just by looking at it.
I don't want to believe it, but I have to move forward. I have to move towards the path that she's showing us.
Chiaki is not the traitor!
Huh.
When we were trying to turn off the bomb, didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
There's no way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not. The only person who knew it was me, when I tried to detonate it.
That's not it.
Okay. I guessed on that, so we'll see.
That's not it. Sonia shouldn't have been the only one who knew it was a fake. Monami was also there when you found out the bomb at the military base wasn't real.
Damn, and I even made note of that.
You said so yourself.
Is that true, Miss Sonia?
Chiaki heard about it from Monami. That's why she knew the bomb was a fake.
Since I've been found out, I'll just confess. The reason I couldn't tell anyone I knew the bomb was a fake was because if I had said that, I would have had to explain how I heard about it from Monami.
Okay.
I do not want to hear that!
Well, we don't want to hear a lot of things,
Enough
Sonia.
already. Please do not say another word. I do not want this anymore. I am so very tired of doubting people.
Sonia.
And just because she knew the bomb was a fake does not mean we should decide she is the traitor!
Well, what the hell does that mean then? Am I not going to be able to win this one or something? That's going to be it.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Sonya, she's panicking pretty badly. I won't have enough words if I counter her right away. Maybe best to wait for
Even
Sonya's
if she
words.
knew the
Okay.
bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Okay. Here we go.
Knowing it was a fake isn't the problem. What matters is who told her. What matters is that she heard about it from Monami.
There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma. Monokuma said so earlier. Kureki knows everything about this island.
Fuck. Say knows everything about this island. Okay.
Me and Monami, who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma. Monokuma said so earlier. Kureki knows everything about this island. Monokuma probably told Chiaki that it was fake beforehand.
There we go.
You're right. Monokuma probably knew the bomb was a fake. But Monokuma shouldn't have told anyone either.
Then where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used?
I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fakes.
I know that already. You should have said so earlier.
Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. I feel relieved.
That Monokuma may have just been lying.
He wasn't.
No, he won't lie at times like this.
No.
You already know that.
Hajime, are you going to believe Monokuma over Chiaki?
That's not it.
It's just, even if Chiaki is the traitor, is it really okay to vote for her? That basically just means we have to believe in Nagito's luck, right?
That's not it.
Are you telling us to trust his luck? Are you telling us to entrust our lives to that bastard?
There's no way I can believe in Nagito.
I'm telling you, that's not it. We shouldn't believe in Monokuma or Nagito. We have to believe in Chiaki.
Huh?
It doesn't matter who the traitor is. Even if Chiaki is the traitor, that's not the Chiaki I know. I believe in the Chiaki who's been with us this whole time. That Chiaki is saying she wants to protect us with her life. So the only thing we can do is believe her. If we don't, nobody's going to be saved.
Damn it.
Hey, can you listen to me a little? There's nothing to be sad about, you know? 'Cause this is different from what happened before. Unlike before, you guys don't have to stay alive by doubting someone. You guys can stay alive by believing in me.
Are you telling us to believe in you and sacrifice you? That is just too cruel.
I'm sorry.
Chiaki!
Monami, I'm sorry too. You're probably gonna get scolded by a lot of different people for this. But still, I want to protect everyone by any means. And I'm happy that I'm able to do that.
It's not up to me to decide whether that's right or wrong. However, I believe it's truly amazing that you were able to think like that. We could even call this a miracle.
Hey, what have you two been talking about? Everyone's jaws are dropping, you know?
I know. It's voting time, right?
Hey, Chiaki.
You don't have to worry. Believe in me, and cast your vote.
Damn it!
Why did it end up like this?
Damn. Where the hell do we go from here? I have no idea. I have no idea where we go from here. It's not fair. I feel the same as everyone else. There's no way I can agree to this. Emptiness, loneliness, sadness. But most of all, I'm ashamed of my weakness. But even so, I have to move forward. If we believe in the person who's urging us forward, then we have to start walking. And believe with as much hope as possible in what lies ahead. All right.
Even so.
Damn. I wonder how she's gonna go out. That's crazy. I did not expect that at all. Did not expect that at all. Shock you would be the traitor.
Man, I'm pooped. Let's go ahead and announce the result. The traitor from the Future Foundation and Nagito Komaeda's killer is... Chiaki Nanami.
Damn it!
Are you serious? That was correct?
The fact that Chiaki was a traitor, the fact that Nagito's crime depended entirely on his luck.
Everything was true?
Damn it.
Plus, that means that bastard managed to pull it off.
Congratulations, everyone.
Damn it.
Stupid, we're not celebrating at all.
Damn it!
Chiaki, let me ask you one more time. Are you really a part of the Future Foundation? An agent of the organization that brought us to this island? Is that really your true identity?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys.
What?
That is...
I cannot believe it, even though I do not want to believe it. There is no choice but to believe, right?
I'm sorry.
It would have been better if I could have said it sooner, but I couldn't say it no matter what. Because I can't betray the Future Foundation. Can't betray?
Well?
Even if you want to fly, you can't, right? Even if you want to swim where you please, you can't, right? It's the same for me. Due to the nature of my existence, I will never be able to betray the Future Foundation. What the heck? But in the end, you did something similar. What you did is no different than sharing your secret yourself. You're right.
Why?
Now's not the time to be laughing.
Well?
But strangely enough, I don't have any regrets. In fact, I'm somewhat happy. I was able to think I wanted to protect everyone. That's why I feel proud of my actions.
You're still saying things I don't get, but if we ask you anything, you're just not gonna answer, right? Like if we ask you why you were in the Future Foundation and stuff.
I'm sorry.
Damn.
That is...
Even if you were a traitor, you never betrayed us. Chiaki, you will always be our friend, even now. We don't blame you for this. That's why we don't need to apologize.
Yeah.
So the traitor was revealed and Chiaki lost. In the end, it all went according to Nagito's plan, huh?
Like...
About that. Was that really Nagito's goal? Is it really okay to say he was trying to find the killer and eliminate them? Even if so, isn't it strange? Strange.
So.
I mean, we nearly lost, right? And if Chiaki hadn't said anything, we definitely would have lost. You've raised a good point. That's exactly it. Even though Nagito said he would weed out the traitor, he never said he would kill the traitor. Huh?
Yes, indeed.
Congratulations, you successfully stopped Nagito's plan. I mean, Nagito's plan was to reveal the traitor and kill everyone else besides the traitor.
Kill everyone besides the traitor?
Are you serious?
That was Nagito's goal?
Huh?
Why would he do something like that? To form a plan that only the traitor would survive? Is that bastard really that twisted?
Nope.
It's okay. Okay, what?
Well?
I mean, it's not just Nagito's fault. If the circumstances had been different, he probably wouldn't have taken things so far.
Chiaki.
You really are a kind-hearted person.
You think so?
Jeez, I wonder where you got your personality from.
Perhaps.
Maybe our dad and our big brother don't... Wait, what the
Hey, come on now.
Wait, what?
I can't lose.
Then I cannot lose to Chiaki.
Just like Chiaki and everyone else, even if I know it's a fight I cannot win. I must try to retaliate.
And retaliate?
I will no longer let you do as you please.
Stupid! Stop! What are you doing?
As they say, we shall die together.
Wait, what the hell just happened? She self-destructed?
What'd you say?
What is going on?
Huh?
Monokuma, like, died.
No, no.
I'm not dead. Whoa, a new one fucking came out? Man, that surprised me. If only I didn't have a spare, I would have died.
I can't lose.
Not yet. I'm not done yet. Hey, wait.
If I don't beat you, nobody can live in peace.
I'm so lost.
Stop it, I say. I'm sorry. I lose. Forgive me.
What the fuck? Why is this happening over and over again?
Hey, hey.
Not yet. Seriously, stop it. If you don't stop right now, it's all going to be destroyed.
I won't forgive you.
Of course, I'm doing it so you'll all be destroyed. I will be the one to protect my students.
I won't let you.
I will protect them with my life. Monami,
Hey,
you...
hey.
Now then, how many of you are still there? You might as well come out all at once.
Ooh, how exciting.
How many? Not that much. Just around 10 to the 60th power. Huh? What did you say?
What?
1 million? 1, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 1 million, 1 billion, 1 trillion, 1 quadrillion. Jump ahead, 10 to the 52nd power, 10 to the 56th, and then 10 to the 60th power. That's 10 to the 60th power. That's why I just fucking said.
Hey, hey.
After all this, you're still joking around. You sure have quite the daring spirit.
Too bad.
Except I'm not joking. What are you even saying anymore? Didn't you see that scene? While you're doing this, my clones are continuously and endlessly created in the Monokuma manufacturing facility.
That's wrong.
What? Those were just stuffed animals. That's right. I checked them with my own hands. They're just plushies.
Damn it.
You're just bluffing. Monami, finish him off.
Hey,
Even if it's just a plushie, as long as you give it Monokuma's personality, it becomes a fully developed Monokuma. What did you say? There's no way that's possible. That's not even magic. Magic, huh?
Could it be?
Could it be? Have you already obtained that much power?
Hey, hey, hey!
Hold on, if you bring up magic so suddenly, we're gonna be so confused. Unless you mean magic in the technological sense, we won't understand this at all.
Hey, hey.
What's going on? Don't tell me they're not gonna call this magic or something. Well, I don't care how you interpret it. So now we have
And even if Monami risks her life or does whatever, it doesn't matter to my army of 10 to the power of 60 strong.
So now we have an army of Monokumas.
There's no value in that life you're risking. So how about this? This overwhelming despair. Does it make you dizzy from excitement?
So what the hell are we supposed to do against that?
And how many Monomis are left to challenge my army of 10 to the 60th? You don't have to say anything, I know. Let's see. You just have 10 more left, right? I know everything. I'm the conqueror of the new world.
I can't lose.
I won't give up, even if I have no chance of winning.
It's okay, Monami. Well,
It's not about giving up, you know.
let's believe in them.
Let's believe in everyone and leave the rest to them.
But
Right?
Damn it.
Damon, what the hell is going on?
I do not know for certain, but the only thing I can say
Please
is
listen.
Monokuma is an enemy of the Future Foundation.
Like,
Does that mean there's another organization that's our enemy besides the Future Foundation?
this is bad.
We're in this situation because we're caught up in a dispute between these two organizations?
okay, that's it. Let's just leave that talk for later. Because the punishment time's gonna start.
Hold on, just a little more time.
To wait or not to wait, that is the question. But which will cause more despair? That's the real question. If you think about it, you'd know, right? There's no way I'd wait.
But I haven't.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Hajime. Regardless, there's nothing else I can say. I'm not allowed to say anything more than I already have. Not that I.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
Oh no.
Special bleeding service.
Ah, for Monami too.
Huh?
Why even Monami?
It's just a 2-for-1 special. I could have killed that thing at any time I wanted since she's not a student. And also, I don't need anybody that will defy me anymore. And also, I remember now. I'm an only child.
That is...
What is that? It's okay. Even if I'm here, I just be a burden anyway, and not just that. I've decided to believe in everyone.
You guys,
You guys, I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry about so many things. I'm sorry. for lying to you. I'm sorry. I couldn't protect you to the very end.
Just one last time, let me say something that makes me sound like a teacher. There's no need to be a hero. You don't have to force yourself just to make people acknowledge you. When you do that, you end up blaming yourself, blaming other people, and feeling jealous of everyone. But still, it doesn't have to be like that. Even if people don't acknowledge you, you just have to be someone that you can be proud of.
Okay, spin facts.
Because you yourself are your biggest supporter. If you can learn to love yourself, that love will continue to support you for the rest of your life. Love, love.
Bye, everyone. It's okay. A shining future will always be waiting for you. It's true. It's absolutely true. 'Cause I know.
Bye-bye. Please don't forget about your teacher.
Okay.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Wonder how they're gonna go out. Dude, this just took a turn for the weird. You too, Monami. Poor Chiaki, though. Oh, and they're taking out all of the Monamis. I thought they were only taking out one. With a giant tank? I see something with an exit. Oh, shit. She knows. There went Monami. Fuck. Even until the very end, I couldn't look away from Chiaki's final moments. Without realizing it, I'd fallen to my knees. A feeling of powerlessness spread throughout my body. It's over. It just had to end. Before I could ask what I needed to ask, before I could say what I needed to say, Chiaki vanished before my eyes. And I couldn't even tell her thank you. If I had said that, she would have been If I had said that, would she have been comforted a little? If she was executed as the traitor, would she have been comforted a little? I don't know. My chest just hurt.
I don't
Good gracious.
it!
That was such a big surprise. As for Chiaki, she regularly took on the role of point man during the class trials, as did Nagito too. What? And not only was she the traitor, she was Nagito's killer too. Oh well, don't worry about it. There wouldn't be any more situations where you'll need to rely on them.
Wait, does that mean...
Now that the annoying rabbit is gone as well, all of those obstacles that have been keeping us stuck on this island are completely gone.
Are you serious? We can really leave this island?
I shall now present.
Yep. Congratulations with this, I shall announce the end of the Killing School trip. For you 5 who have survived up until now, I shall give you the right to graduate. Thank you for all your hard work.
Are you really okay with that?
What do you mean?
There's still 2 days left. If you were acting like your usual self, you'd be setting things up so another killing happens right away. You're right. Stop it. What are you saying? What if Mr. Monokuma changes his mind? Also, you said U5 like you were emphasizing that part. Does the number of people matter more than the remaining time? That's why you're saying it's the end already, even though there's still 2 days left, right?
Huh?
It matters if there are 5 people left.
Are you planning to make a volleyball team? You need 6 people for volleyball. Don't stay quiet. Say something. What's your actual purpose? You're our enemy and the enemy of the Future Foundation, so what's your true identity?
If the Future Foundation is the world ender, then I will end the new world that the Future Foundation has created.
Huh?
No, no.
Well, you'll just have to look forward to the rest after the countdown ends. That timer has almost reached 0, and if it reaches 0, everything will end. The Future Foundation's lame plan will be nothing but toilet bubbles.
Hey,
And when that time comes, you'll know everything. And you'll see all of your questions answered in one go. And then you guys will find out for yourselves just how messed up this new world is.
Hey.
A new world? Don't go saying new shit all of a sudden.
Yep.
Well, just think if the remaining 2 days until the countdown reaches 0 is a bonus. While you're at it, you should enjoy your life on this tropical island to the fullest. Because once you leave this island, your hopeless lives back home will be waiting for you. What the hell does that mean? Monokuma's boisterous laughter carried on for what felt like forever. Our questions, our worries, our sadness were simply ignored. The laughter just kept going forever. As for what we did afterwards, honestly, it doesn't matter at all. I returned to my cottage for the time being and fell asleep. Even after I woke up, my will to move my body didn't come back. That's why I didn't look back on everything that happened up till now. I didn't think about what was going to happen. I just kept praying that nothing else would happen, and burrowed deep into my sheets as if I were trying to hide. In doing so, I was somehow trying to endure the long day. And then the sun finally set. The day feels abnormally long when you spend it praying that nothing happens. Which reminds me, I haven't heard Monokuma's announcement. I guess that isn't needed anymore. Is everything really going to end? What is everything anyway? How much is everything? If we leave this island, is everything going to end? There's still so much we don't know. About our school memories, the Future Foundation, Homespeak Academy, Monokuma's true purpose. Can we really end this and turn our back on all that? And not just that, if we're really leaving, then where are we going? To Homespeak Academy? That was my last night at Jabberwock Island. At a place where my worries didn't even matter. Everything was about to end. Holy shit. So what is going to happen in Chapter 6? So much was just revealed in such a short amount of time. So what does that say? We got 8 hours and 55 minutes. So we got 9 hours, essentially, until something happens. I feel like I had a fun dream somehow. I think it was about my childhood. Because of that, I was able to face the day with a somewhat happier feeling than usual. That's right, it's the last day, according to Monokuma. Suddenly, my body shuddered. Right when I opened my eyes, I was gripped by a fear that I had never felt before. A fear like I had been abandoned in this world. Completely, utterly alone. With nobody left on this island. Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, Sonia. Like everyone was gone and I couldn't find them anywhere. I suddenly couldn't believe in anything, like everything in this world has nothing but lies. Ah! I rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that fear. I rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that fear. I rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that fear. What the fuck is going on? Are we in a simulation? When I left the cottage, I randomly ran into her.
Hello there.
Hajime, good timing. Good timing, what do you mean? Remember Nagito's video message that we found at the factory? Yeah, when we were dealing with the bomb ruckus, what about it? Apparently there was more to that message inside that laptop. Huh? We weren't able to see it until a day or so had passed. Apparently it was locked by a timer. Did he set it up so we wouldn't be able to watch it until after the class trial? Why would he do that?
Perhaps.
Maybe Nagito planned to leave this as a will. Nagito's will? Where is it right now? We were just planning to meet at the restaurant and watch it together. Got it, the restaurant. Okay, guys. That's where I'm gonna have to hang it up for today. I have no idea what is going on. I don't know if this is all part of a simulation that they're all members of. I don't know how to trust Chiaki. I don't know who to believe at this point or what to believe. Whether Nagito is a good guy, whether he was a bad guy, whether the Future Foundation's good, whether they're actually World Ender. Holy shit, so much has happened. So we will hopefully find a few more answers. What a crazy turn of events. Thank you guys so much again for watching. Truly appreciate you guys. I'm gonna get this video out so we can get into what is going on. So with that being said, guys, thank you again. Stay safe, take care. See you later.